Getting that one back feels really good. Plus, look at what chaos it would have caused across WWE. A win-win. The thing about that Undertaker loss is I shouldn't have even been in that match to begin with. I wouldn't have been trying to end the streak if I wasn't forced into a #1 contenders match with John Cena 8 days after Elimination Chamber. John Cena, my wrestling soulmate. Our methods differ greatly, but we both operate looking for the same thing: respect. Any battle with Cena was going to push you and make you better. Despite being banged up, I was supremely confident that the wrestling gods were on my side and that they'd give me my rightful and deserved spot against The Rock in the main event of WrestleMania. But the thing about John Cena is he's always working, he's always changing, always looking to throw you off, even by the smallest bit. Who game plans for a John Cena Hurricane Rana? I sure didn't. And that was enough to disorient me long enough to fall victim to an attitude adjustment. I was so close to a WrestleMania main event, it all slipped away in an instant. What do you say we let Slingshot Tech do its thing and grant me another chance to beat John Cena on a cold February night in 2013?
Earlier tonight, this man, CM Punk, said tonight is not about the WWE Champion, The Rock. Tonight is not about the people. Tonight is more important than any one thing, because tonight is about me. He called himself the single most important superstar of this era, in all eras past. In fact, he compared himself to...
He called himself God. Let's face it.
That's what he did. Earlier tonight, CM Punk compared himself to God. Over 17,000 WWE fans are on their feet in Dallas tonight for Cena versus Punk.
From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
This arena is jam-packed tonight. You can see Cena surveying the landscape. As is so often the case, when Punk and Cena face off, this one is for all the marbles. Cena looks ready to defend the biggest opportunity of his career.
The winner of this match will go on to main event WrestleMania, taking on The Rock for the WWE Championship.
Imagine what's going on in the mind of Cena and Punk right now. They have to know how big this match is.
This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever witnessed on Raw.
And Cena with the wherewithal to counter. This all started with one of the biggest matches in history when CM Punk defeated John Cena for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank 2011 and walked out of WWE with the title in his possession.
And Punk has spent the last year and a half getting the better of Cena as the franchise of WWE failed to regain the title from Punk. So, with this being the biggest match since then, I'm not sure if John has a big match performance in him.
Shin breaker. And Cena finds himself on the receiving end. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Grabs a quick hammerlock and
into a straight clothesline. Something to note about tonight's contest. Even with Cena putting a shot on the line, there's no title up for grabs, so that means there's no championship advantage. Cena can lose his spot at WrestleMania if he gets counted out or disqualified.
CM Punk knows he can beat Cena via pinfall. He's done it before. But the question is, would CM Punk try to earn a victory the less honorable way with the WrestleMania main event hanging in the balance?
I know the Punk we've seen as of late is a bit more cutthroat, a bit more underhanded, but I believe with the stakes this big, CM Punk still wants to put his name into the history books the right way. Fighting out of the situation
with a swinging neckbreaker.
John Cena looking for a major career turnaround this year, as 2012 was not his year. He lost to The Rock at WrestleMania. He failed his Money in the Bank cash-in against CM Punk, failed to defeat CM Punk at SummerSlam, and he lost many other main event, premium live event matches along the way.
But 23rd face first, all setting up. The Koji clutches.
Trying to keep the hold on, but no, couldn't keep it locked in any longer. Oh, and fights back.
Opponent tied up, but shots to the temple with elbows to the face.
Got him in his grasp.
Cena with a face buster. This is not how Punk envisioned things starting, already on the back foot, and he needs to right the ship to WrestleMania.
Able to parry that one.
Jumping neckbreaker. Ouch.
Face first. All set up. It's locked in. The Koji clutch.
Look. A counter. Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here.
You've got to question John Cena. Shoulder into the midsection and a pin going for the three.
Oh, flips the leverage, shoulders down. Just kicks out.
He's able to fight off the pin attempts, but it's clearly getting more
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Guys, are we going to see it? Is CM Punk
flying?
Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
Oh. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? And did you hear the impact of that? Turns that in his favor.
Punk dodges out in time. Punk is never one to mince words, but he has reached a new level of trash talk tonight. He called himself the single...
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. And an elbow.
Punk's had enough. He's look. Boom! Filed back. Cena in complete control. Hey!
Punk's got a problem here.
Makes the cover. Hangs on by a thread.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And Cena has to hammer down now. He was only inches away from gaining the 3 count. Strong counter from Punk.
Boom! Clubbing blow.
Oh, Cena got caught with the reversal.
A truly rough blow to the head, and it seems to be the main target here.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing...
CM Punk!
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
John Cena making it loud and clear for his opponent tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is high drama in Dallas.
Cena and Punk have been through so much already here, and it's not over.
Just ejected from the ring. CM Punk headed to the top, flying through the air, and connects.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force. And gets tossed back into the mat.
Sent for a ride with the monkey flip. And able to skirt. What's it going to take to end it?
Oh, he scattered that one. Cena. Looking for the AA. Cena with an A.
John Cena might have put an end to this. It's absolutely electric right now here in Dallas.
Punk and Cena have been through so much already. Something's got to give here.
He counters with a great reversal.
Counters on counters, technical prowess on display.
Over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Using the elbow as a weapon. Oh, that hurt to the chest. Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage. Cena warding him off.
The quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk is letting Cena know he's read his book right now. These two trading counters, an absolute masterclass.
Just a violent suplex.
Punk never saw that coming.
Hard punch. Looking like a game of tit for tat now. No end in sight to this exchange.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. Boom.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Roundhouse takes them down.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep. Can John Cena survive this?
Cover. He kicks out somehow.
Going up against John Cena has to be intimidating enough. And then he's able to kick out like that. Unbelievable.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
CM Punk is extreme.
From way up, Cena now taking the brunt of the attack. He's pivotal pin. Cena might be done here. Punk is going to WrestleMania.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
Cena tried here, but he just couldn't shake Punk's confidence in this one.
Punk is heading to WrestleMania, and it has to be an added bonus. He's still undefeated against Cena.
That damn Rana has haunted me for years. Not anymore, thanks to you. The only reason I was in that position to begin with is because of one man, The Rock.
And here comes The Rock, the People's Champ!
He stole my title at the Royal Rumble, and heading into Elimination Chamber, I was looking for revenge. Unfortunately, because of some typical Rock scheming behind the scenes, I walked away empty-handed.
We got a new champion. We got a new champion. But we don't have an official. Come on, 1, 2, 3, come on.
We need to change that. And it's going to take most of the skills you've shown so far to get here to overcome a full-on conspiracy, but I know you've got what it takes. Slingshot, take us to Elimination Chamber 2013.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Let us remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that CM Punk is not the WWE Champion. This past Monday on Raw, CM Punk stole the title from The Rock. CM Punk cannot get over the fact that he's no longer champion. Listen, he had a great run, the 6th longest in history, 434 days, but it's over.
Come on, Kurt. Great run. It was a legendary run.
But that doesn't give Punk any right to walk out here with the WWE title when it doesn't belong to him. Now a man whose argument for being the champ actually is legitimate. The people's champion, the real WWE champion, The Rock.
The most electrifying man in all of entertainment, hell-bent on delivering the ass-kicking of a lifetime to the best in the world.
The Rock is as driven tonight as we've ever seen him. The Brahma Bull, a man on a mission to get what was actually stolen from him, the WWE Championship.
Unfortunately for CM Punk, the mantra of boots to asses is very much on The Rock's mind tonight.
The cheers, the chants, the signs, the adulation. This is what it's all about for The Rock, the people. And The Rock is proud to be the people's champion. Almost as...
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk! And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Champion,
Punk jaw-jacking with the official about handling his title. Newsflash, Punk, you're not the champ anymore. And here we go, an electric big fight feel in the air tonight in New Orleans. The Rock defending his WWE Championship against... CM Punk, who's fully deluded himself into believing that he's still the WWE Champion.
I'd say Punk has a fairly solid argument here as both the real WWE Champion and the People's Champion.
Well, The Rock says Punk's got the ass-kicking of a lifetime coming here, and that's a lot more believable than anything Punk's got to say. Rock defeated Punk for the WWE Championship back in the Royal Rumble. Now these men are in a high-pressure situation. Remember, the winner of this match is going to main event WrestleMania as the WWE Champion against John Cena. From the middle rope.
Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
The disrespectful slap.
And the only reason to do that is to get under the champion's skin. Whiplash neck breaker. And I'm sure CM Punk has the perfect game plan in mind tonight, as the odds are especially in his favor in this championship match.
Yeah, no championship advantage whatsoever for The Rock here. And Punk's no doubt looking to cap.
Face first. Setting up.
It's locked in. The Koji Club.
The Rock probing now, looking for an exit, and finds a way out.
And an inverted atomic drop. And Rocky not going to allow Punk to gloat around with his title any longer.
Yeah, and he has got to think of something before things get worse for him. The champ looking to retain.
The challenger wriggles out in one.
And still managing to kick out at only one.
And Punk just thrown out of the way. Looking to explore things ringside now. Boom! Good defense from him. Oh, quick way to respond to the reversal.
Tremendous pressure on the head and neck.
Ugly looking right to the face creates the separation. Sliding back into the ring.
DDT.
Uh-oh. Quick thinking by The Rock. The Rock left an opening for the counter.
The Rock wards him off. The Rock.
Overhead belly to belly. A show of absolute disrespect. Face first.
Setting up on the Koji clutch. And does he... Yes, he counters. I can't believe he got out of that. The Rock with some good timing here.
And one thing the champion never normally has to worry about is getting disqualified. No matter how much Punk infuriates him, The Rock has somehow got to stay within the rules.
And that has likely been leading to a less aggressive Rock, Corey. I think Punk has played his card beautifully, and the stipulation has taken Rock out of his game plan.
Well, this title means so much to The Rock that he doesn't want to do anything to lose the title. But by trying not to lose it, you can lose it.
Yeah, it puts The Rock more into a defensive style, and that's not going to win this match.
Oh, he flips that around.
Referee clearing the area, perhaps trying to prevent these superstars from suffering any more than they already are in this one.
Headbutt to the groin.
That was low.
Corey, do you sense any nerves coming from The Rock?
Yeah, just a little bit, and that's to be expected when you take long stretches between competing. But listen, there's a parallel here with the great...
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Just slipped underneath. And just like... that, he's out of the hold.
Opened up the floodgates. The blood is pouring out of him now.
And he slides him back to the mat.
The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring.
Pin attempt by the champion. And the referee stops the count before two.
He breaks the count before the two, still putting up a hell of a fight. Boots to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, oh, a pin attempt out of nowhere.
And the title's still up for grabs.
That was a long 2 count there.
And despite Despite being the champion, Rock has lived this past week without the title in his possession.
Yeah, you even have Paul Heyman on the internet saying, quote, possession is 9/10 of the law. And that since
On the top, double axe handle connects.
Climbing to the top rope here.
From the top.
Knees up, got the knees up at the last second.
caught off with a savage clothesline.
And Rock is feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer.
Opponent tied up. Rock bottom.
Will the champ make that pay off?
Whoa! How on earth?
And guys, The Rock is not happy with that result. Thought it was over, but the kick out surprised him. Bounced off the skull. High red district for CM Punk.
Perched up top.
A diving knee drop. This is a man possessed.
Up high.
Sailing down from up high.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Followed up with a lariat.
He's headed to the top now.
From above.
From the top.
Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Rock so powerful.
Spine buster.
And as a wise man once said, that was just vintage Rock. And man, did he need just that against Punk. Classic Rock. As arrogant as you like, but so devastating. The people's elbow.
And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
Still in this. The title hangs in the balance.
Just look at the shock on the champ's face.
The Rock has cut some corners in the past, and they might be desperate enough to do it again after that kick out, guys.
And you can practically taste the venom, taste the bitterness and disdain between Punk and Rock with every blow. Back and forth, both men.
Watch out!
Oh, nobody home for that one.
Oh, and a neck breaker.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Gone to sleep. Are we about to see a title change here? Stalking from above. From the sky.
Wow, cross body.
And this right here, this is what we expect when the best in the world goes toe-to-toe with the great one. This capacity crowd on their feet. Here we go. Good Lord, taking flight.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Punch straight to the face, staves off the attack. And it remains important to remember, Punk's been a guy who had a 434-day reign as champion. Rock has not been to the ring a ton over the past number of months, so CM Punk wants to take advantage of that.
That is such a good point. There is a callus that grows in a wrestler's body when they've been grinding day in and day out. Punk right now has a greater comfort with everything that can happen in the ring. But for The Rock, everything comes with a little extra sting, a little extra discomfort.
Oh, driver! Spiked him. And The Rock is getting dismantled.
And Punk just continuing to ensure The Rock is unable to electrify anyone or anything as this match continues. Such a clash of top-tier talents. Both of these superstars believe they are the WWE champion. Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranov. He converts it.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. Ringing the arm. Looking now for a top wrist lock.
Trying to get some space and manage.
Here it comes.
Connects with a rock bottom.
Consider your title dreams dashed after that.
Yes! The Rock retains the WWE Championship.
The winner of this match
CM Punk, he's won 3 World Championships, 2 WWE titles, tag team titles, and also the Intercontinental Championship. Face first. Setting up on the Koji clutch lock. It's touch and go, but The Rock might just be, yes, finding a way out of the hold. The Rock tonight wants to serve CM Punk. Face first. Setting up. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
A little cockiness here from Punk.
hooked up.
Corey, do you sense any nerves coming from The Rock?
Yeah, just a little bit, and that's to be expected when you take long stretches between competing. But listen, there's a parallel here with the greatest boxer of all time. He, too, had a 10-year gap between championship reigns. So we could say The Rock is in good company.
Despite whatever butterflies are gathering, I don't think The Rock is ever one to question himself or his ability.
And while Punk may be delusional, he's coming to this match, coming to this entire rivalry, really, as prepared as he possibly can be to counter anything out of The Rock's playbook. Punk studied The Rock both inside and outside the ring.
Punk's proven he knows how to best The Rock, but the question is if he can do just that when the pressure is fully on, like it is tonight, when the electricity in the crowd puts Punk's back against the wall.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. Both superstars countering one move after another.
On a step ahead of The Rock. And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, Punk's really doing everything he can right now to outmaneuver and outpace The Rock, and it's working.
And the referee is not going to allow that object in the ring. From the top. Dominate double axe handle.
He's climbing right back up there. Wants to finish this.
Taking flight.
Clobbered with a double axe handle.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. And he goes crashing to the outside.
Such a clash of top-tier talents. Both of these superstars believe they are the WWE champion, and
well, CM Punk isn't, Wade. Stealing the gold doesn't make you a champion.
Let me finish, Michael Cole. No need to get your britches in a bunch. Without a doubt, CM Punk has a champion's mentality. In his heart of hearts, he never lost the title.
Yeah, okay, whatever. And now he and Heyman have made it so there's no championship advantage for The Rock tonight. Disqualification or count out, he loses the title.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Take off. Cross body from the top.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Wow. Oof, running knee in the corner.
And it remains important. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it
into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
This is a bad... a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Rock, spine buster. And as a wise man once said, that was just vintage Rock. And man, did he need just that against Punk. And now trying all he can to fight out of this predicament.
Fighting Wizard!
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Can we have a new champ after that?
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move! He answers right back. Stops the kick. Shot to the back of the neck. Working on the leg.
Oh, managed to make a well-timed kick to the gut.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though, into a chop block. Counters.
Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
It's demoralizing to see The Rock in trouble here.
And Punk just continuing to ensure The Rock is unable to electrify anyone or anything as this match continues.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Caught flat with the forearm.
And then follows it up with the line.
Lands the elbow.
Setting the Rock up. Rock bottom! Shamelessly ripping. Off the champ.
And now Punk unloading, realizes the opportunity to win the WWE title is there. Look at Heyman with the official.
Distracted the official, and the official inadvertently blindsided, followed by GTS to the Rock.
Punk is going to Mania.
But there's no official, guys.
I mean, you could have counted to 20 already. CM Punk had this match won, but with the ref down, it simply doesn't count.
Heyman is beside himself, trying to get the official into the ring. He understands that Punk had the title won.
Well, CM Punk wasting no time to try and keep up this offense on The Rock. The Rock groggy, but fighting his way out of that second attempt with a spine buster.
Listen to this place erupt.
The People's Elbow from The Rock. And now to retain his championship. And Punk's still in it.
Oh, second referee gets there. Just not quick enough for The Rock to secure victory. And the WWE Championship still hangs in the balance. Both competitors looking absolutely fried at this point. Who can dig deeper? Oh, no.
Oh, the referee may have rolled his ankle underneath the body of Punk, and Punk now with a kick right to the face.
Huge roundhouse kick to the temple, and the second referee now looks down and perhaps out too.
We need another official yet again.
CM Punk cannot believe what is going on in this matchup.
And Heyman going to hand the Rock's championship to Punk.
Smart decision, trying to take advantage of the situation. The officials are down. Heyman has The Rock trapped.
Oh, Rock ducking out of the way just in time. Heyman almost gets blasted, but The Rock put down with the gold to the skull.
CM Punk just tattooed The Rock with his own championship. This has got to be the end. There is title in the balance with the pin.
Cover! Oh, and a kick out, a kick out, a kick out!
What in the world did we just witness? And you can practically taste the venom. Taste.
Shoulders down to retain.
Our referee is too distracted to even notice this pin attempt.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Oh, did you hear that?
Impressive awareness from him.
Delivering a Falcon Arrow.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS. This may be the challenger's moment.
There's two. Shoulder up, still holding on to the title.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way to survive. That is the marker of a true champion.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
From the top, all the way to the outside.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize.
And this right here, this is...
Oh, yeah, from the top.
Oh, brutal miscalculation. I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has kicked to the knee. La Maestro cradle, perfectly applied.
The challenger's able to kick out.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count.
Whiplash neck breaker. And stomping away in the corner. Then a knee right to the throat. Pin, title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
Oh my goodness. Punk wins. Punk just beat The Rock for the WWE Championship.
The winner of this match and the new WWE Champion, CM Punk.
And honestly, the fact that Punk just beat The Rock here, we're never going to hear the end of it. Punk can't just be humble or gracious about the fact that he won here.
A long time ago, CM Punk was forced to make a choice between hypocritical humility and honest arrogance. He chose honest arrogance, and once again, standing tall with his precious WWE Championship, CM Punk is vindicated.
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock and regaining the WWE title just feels right, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's still one more stop on the 2013 Redemption Tour. After my WrestleMania 29 loss to The Undertaker, I took a few months off to heal. Paul Heyman saw this as something vindictive. He took my absence as betrayal, and before I knew it, I was being attacked by his old pal, Brock Lesnar. Brock got involved in business that wasn't his, and I knew a match with no disqualifications was my best shot to even the odds. I would have walked away with the win, but I couldn't resist getting my hands on Heyman, which gave Brock the opening he needed.
Brock Lesnar has beaten CM Punk.
It was a brutal encounter. And if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll avoid taking a trip to Suplex City. Dish out some punishment to Paul if you get the chance, but walking out of SummerSlam 2013 with the win is the main goal. Don't make the same mistake I did.
The Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, ready to face down Punk.
Being coming to the ring by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 280
This representative, Paul Heyman, the Beast Incarnate, is a three-time WWE champion, a 2000 college champion, a former MMA champion. We talked about this earlier tonight, Corey. You believe no disqualification will firmly favor Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar defeated one of the greatest MMA stars of all time in the octagon. CM Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend, Paul Heyman, and his new partner, Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotions blind him here.
Yeah, it's all about vengeance for Punk against the man who betrayed him, Paul Heyman. But having to go through Brock Lesnar to do it is no simple task.
But Punk says he's not afraid of the Beast, that he can take Lesnar on no problem, that he can thrive without Heyman in his corner. This match is Punk's chance to prove that, to show...
Look out! And completely missed the mark.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation. During his famous pipe bomb speech, CM Punk famously declared himself a Paul Heyman guy. Then he made that a reality the next year when the two men joined forces. But the whole time, he has not been the Paul Heyman guy. That accolade has belonged to Brock Lesnar, who has been allied with Paul Heyman since he returned to WWE a year ago.
Indeed, we have seen Heyman diversifying his interests. He's introduced more clients lately, even bringing them to championship glory. And I know he has an eye on a few other talents in the locker room too. But until one of them can topple the Beast, incoming!
You gotta be kidding me!
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline. Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
Well, the emotions involved in this match will help with that. You can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before. Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won one of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
The steel chair does not get much more classic than that.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Somehow Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here. God Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Oh, this is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
Oh, man. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this.
Oh! Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
And he tosses him back in now.
Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex. The Beast now is being contained.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination.
Oh, Brock Lesnar may break the arm.
Some might see that as a...
And look at this. Kimura lock. Nowhere to go but perhaps. Oh, my God. They broke out of it. Great anticipation.
From the top. Ooh.
And a will top.
Soaring. Crossbody from the top.
And CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, Punk's wearing down Lesnar with intense precision here.
Boom, swinging that like to Bambino.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Ooh. Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Got them off their feet here.
Someone call a dentist.
Oh, not quite what Brock intended.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Hooked up, and boom!
He's headed up high. Top rope.
CM Punk with the elbow. Punk no. He has to.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the...
I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar.
Nice quick takedown, double leg, and a high stacked pick.
Countered into a new cover.
He knows the goal is to win the match, right?
Yeah, what's he doing?
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee.
They're going to sleep. GTS from Punk.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep.
And Lesnar is out. Ouch, driving the elbow. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him. Targeting the chest, very effective.
And the momentum's clearly against Brock now.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
Running Bulldog.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals.
Down with a suplex.
The ferocity we have witnessed. Oh my, going below the belt.
And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk. And now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the beast incarnate backing you up.
Went for the F5, but what a counter by Punk into a DDT. Cover now for the win over Lesnar and a kick out.
A late kick out, and Paul Heyman can't believe it, but now straight into the Anaconda Vice grip.
Punk squeezing with all of his might, trying to put down the beast. And Heyman again.
Well, just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered with a shot from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda Vice and Brock with a chair.
Well, Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the Beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet.
Lesnar won't be done until Punk is completely destroyed.
And it looks like that moment is imminent, Corey.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, it delivers an F5 out of the chair. And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
Well, it just goes to show you never turn your back on the Beast incarnate.
Hey.
Look at Lesnar. Oh, the Brock lock from the base. That's it. The submission was just too much to handle.
The winner of this match,
It's the best versus the Beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by his side.
But without him, Heyman says Punk is nothing, that he leveled up by moving on to Brock Lesnar. Heyman and Lesnar are on to bigger and better things after putting this CM Punk business to rest here at SummerSlam.
Corey, I know earlier tonight you said a no DQ environment favors the Beast, but I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can
Take off, crossbody from the top.
Oh, Lesnar thrown out of the ring.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
Well, the emotions involved in this match will help with that. You can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before.
And down with the suplex.
Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later.
And he's procured some backup now. Fantastic managerial skills on his part.
Brock must be phased after this string of action.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination. Now, trampling the opposition.
Read that and answered with a backdrop. Shot down with an axe handle.
He gets back into the ring.
Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
He left an opening.
Pile driver.
And guys, Punk might have this. He's got victory in his sights with Brock in this condition. Lesnar with a well-timed shot.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Punk devising something.
Uh-oh. Oh, what a response. Lesnar caught by surprise.
Launching. Oh, that's it. What a splash.
And he's looking for it again. Up high.
Oh, compressing them with a splash. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Avoided any damage there.
Clobbered with a clothesline.
Wow, Brock waylays it. Turns it around.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Boom.
Stops that offense from connecting.
Change of plans, a hit to the stomach. Finds the advantage after a string of counters.
Fighting the beast back.
Direct and brute.
Trying armbar. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down.
Hold it, reverses it. Shoulders down.
Stopping the count, and I don't know why he won't just end this already.
Snapmare. Placing him in the corner.
Splash in the corner. Followed up by...
Ooh, under the chair.
Talk about a hard landing. Flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Another powerbomb. Lesnar cinching in the stretch muffler submission. He calls the Brock lock.
The stretch muffler's in. Couple of kicks will break it.
Brock Lesnar looking for the submission. Come on, lock apply. Perfectly executed submission. Lesnar with a win. The winner of this match, Brock.
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock.
It's the best versus the beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by his side.
But without him, Heyman says Punk is nothing, that he leveled up by moving on to Brock Lesnar. Heyman and Lesnar are on to bigger and better things after putting this CM Punk business to rest here at SummerSlam.
Lesnar on the wrong side of that exchange. Inciting words from Paul Heyman of CM Punk recently, quote, "Here's the harshest truth of them all. I betrayed you because without Paul Heyman, CM Punk is not the best in the world."
Well, the paradox here is that I firmly believe when Punk and Heyman are aligned, CM Punk is indeed the best in the world. But right now, that title... Incoming! Sneaks behind into a hammerlock.
Right into a lariat.
Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
Well, the emotions involved in this match will help with that. You can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before.
To the sky. He is looking to do some serious harm.
That mistake might have cost them the entire match.
A high risk that was not worth it at all.
The Beast incarnate just toying with his dinner right now.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
I truly believe that if CM Punk wants to stand a chance tonight, he needs to remove all focus from Paul Heyman and concentrate squarely on...
Blast off! Good Lord! Taking flight from ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Lesnar is overwhelmed. Lesnar is overwhelmed.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Punch lands. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser-focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later. And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now. Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination. Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Great. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Oh, look at this. Reverses the lever. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury. Oh, Brock put a stop to that. Lesnar showing how much punishment he can withstand.
This is turning into a brawl. Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Bam! Just emptying everything they've got now. Oof! Woof! Mongolian chop.
Waistlock applied and launched into a German suplex.
And as is so often the case when a man faces Brock Lesnar, Punk finds himself taking on early attacks. Ooh! Oh, Lesnar from behind. Brock Lesnar, perhaps setting up for a trifecta of Germans here. And Corey, you know what this means?
An all-expenses paid trip. Suplex City. Punk absorbing some brutal offense from Brock Lesnar.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect.
CM Punk.
Uh-oh.
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, the beast unleashed. There's an F5. Hit on CM Punk. He manages to kick out. What strength.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And I'll tell you this, Brock Lesnar does not appreciate that kind of defiance. It's sure to raise his ire.
I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are.
Two aggressive stars, so well matched, not in terms of physicality, but mentality.
Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
From the top.
Oh, that hurt. What a counter.
Crash landing.
And retaliates with a counter. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Well thrown fist finds its mark. Damaging the midsection.
Oh, he cuts it off. Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
Catches the kick.
Roundhouse kick on the mark. And his head is taking even more damage.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Boom! GTS. That could be curtains for Brock.
Tossed back into the ring. High rent district for CM Punk. From the top.
And nobody home on that one.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Oh, what an axe handle. Perched up top. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
And Brock puts a stop to that.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Brock here now, not used to being without the momentum.
A sit up high.
Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
Brock, good timeout time. Kimura lock is in. The hold is locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how long he can really...
We have a tap out. The winner of this match. CM Punk asked for this. Punk wanted to take on his former best friend Paul Heyman and his new partner Brock Lesnar. But if you ask me, Punk let emotions blind him here.
Yeah, it's all about vengeance for Punk against the man who betrayed him, Paul Heyman. But having to go through Brock Lesnar to do it is no simple task.
But Punk says he's not afraid of the beast. That he can take Lesnar on, no problem. That he can thrive without Heyman in his corner. This match is Punk's chance to prove that. To show he still is the best in the world.
DDT!
Corey, I know earlier tonight you said a no DQ environment favors the beast. But I think this stipulation may just be the saving grace for CM Punk this evening. If Punk can grab a hold of something at ringside, it can be an equalizer.
I will concede that if Punk can somehow keep Brock from using weapons while wielding one of his own, he will have the advantage. But consider this. Brock Lesnar now has illegal holds and
Here we go.
Whoa, look out. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
And somehow this fight has found its way right into our laps. Impressive start for CM Punk, starting to chip away at Brock Lesnar.
During his famous pipe bomb speech, CM Punk famously declared himself a Paul Heyman guy. Then he made that a reality the next year when the two men joined forces. From the top, oof, nobody home.
Power slam. He's able to reverse it.
Lesnar timed that just right. Ducks out of harm's way.
Hooked up and boom! Backdrop suplex. What a high angle right across the shoulders.
Stalking from above.
Lift off. Cross body from the top.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena. He lost to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year.
Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for...
From the heavens! That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Driven into the steel steps.
managing to evade a precarious position there.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand. He's looking lost out there. Looking like an easy target. Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening.
And Lesnar can't stop any offense coming his way.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here. Brock getting out of harm's way.
Looked it up. What's next? Driving face first. And now Brock is going to bring the fight back inside the ring. And if Brock Lesnar looked at me like that, I think I'd run the other way. Under the ropes and back into the ring. And he saw that coming from Brock. DDT! Caught with the elbow. And guys, Punk might have this. He's got victory in his sights with Brock in this condition. Oh.
The beat cinching it in. Kimura lock applied.
You can tell that's locked in deep. Good luck getting out of this. I guess that's one way to do it. This is a situation you want to avoid.
A focused attack to the trachea.
Going for the 3 count. And he only stays down for a 1 count. Not quite enough to put him away.
Precision elbow strike. Lighting up the midsection once more.
Hooked him up. And a suplex.
Lesnar will be your tour guide for this trip to Suplex City. Welcome to Suplex.
And now it's Lesnar with a late pin. And the count stopped short of 2.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Turning the tables.
Hooked up. I wasn't sure Punk could keep up with Lesnar's hits, but here we are. 2 perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Again? He's making...
Look out. Oh, heinous knee to the face. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Big boot. Brock headed ringside one more time. Taking a look under the ring now. What's Lesnar after?
Call your shot over the left field wall. Somebody's thinking about swinging for the fences.
Oh, a blindside clothesline.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Waistlock applied and launched into a German suplex.
Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was... Triangle armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in. Submit. Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold. Counters with a brutal answer. Oh, my God, that hurts. And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
It just goes to show you never turn your back on the beast incarnate.
Heyman once again proving his value, making an ultimate...
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Down with a GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2 count, and he's still in the game.
Perform all your heavy hitters. The result will be the same. Brock Lesnar will not stay down.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
The ferocity. Oh, here comes a brutal bit of back and forth.
Finds a counter for Lesnar.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. CM Punk stopped that in its...
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back GTS connects. That could end Brock's night.
Transitions into the pin. Is this it? Brock's done. CM Punk overcame the Beast. And Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
What a moment for CM Punk, proving the doubters, proving Paul Heyman wrong. On his own, with no one backing him up, CM Punk is still the best in the world.
Not even a beast can stand in his way. Defeating Lesnar, showing up Heyman. This is the ultimate moment of vindication for CM Punk. Enjoy it, Punk.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the hell. In a cell.
McIntyre reversing the momentum.
Maybe McIntyre's found a new source of aggression to battle back with.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. And CM Punk is in control.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
You got to think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's going to be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. CM Punk had no business being back in WWE, the company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
And McIntyre on the receiving end again. Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling. It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Wow.
Oh, what an axe handle.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Wants to finish this.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career, but if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
Well, that just speaks volumes to how deeply under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre managed to get. Drew anticipated that one.
Oh, what an axe handle.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men.
Punk's had enough, he's looking to end this here. Gone to sleep. No way Drew's getting up now.
Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
From the top rope.
Elbow drop connects.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep. Will that son? This up for Punk.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
Flying armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize.
There's no way that didn't do some permanent damage, guys. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Oh, what an axe handle. And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Oh! And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
And eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs. Great wherewithal to dodge there.
Hooked him up. And a suplex. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
McIntyre is having trouble getting his bearings.
Drew managing to get some control back now.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
Fends it off. Good counter. Neck breaker.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because for one of these men, there might not be.
Spine buster. Here's the cover. Is it enough? Oh.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
Kick out just before 2.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Snap pile driver.
Drew is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
He finds a counter to McIntyre there. Tornado DDT. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooter is applied.
It looks like...
And he just decides to end the hold.
what he's thinking here.
Indy counters.
He's able to... What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. No, it's this. ETS.
There's no chance you're coming back from another one of those.
A sharp suplex. Connecting with a sharp elbow.
I would start protecting my midsection a bit better. Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee.
The go to sleep. GTS from Punk.
The lights are dimming for McIntyre.
McIntyre is getting dismantled.
Smothering offense from Punk here.
Future shot DDT.
Drew has to
Hit on CM Punk. No, he gets the shoulder up.
and clearly, truly taking the concept of fight forever to heart.
Claymore by McIntyre. That might be all Drew needs.
Makes the cover. Shoulder up before 3.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on.
The Scottish Warrior thinking about the end. The countdown's on.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Hooked up. Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to rock.
Boom! Read that one.
Oof! Taken down instead with that chop block. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Devastating elbow strike. Swapping some big-time swings here.
Oh.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Ooh! This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Barely anything left, but still slugging away. Oh, man.
No more holding back. Going all out now.
Looks like we know who won that exchange.
Spinning kick to the gut.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back go to sleep. That has to be the final nail in the coffin.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Looking to adjust some features on their opponent with that wrench.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter McIntyre. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex. He's got him square in his sights here.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective. And all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
Oh! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins as motivated as we've ever seen him. This. A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins. Faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of blast off through the air and connects.
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing.
CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has him.
Ties their opponent up with a hammerlock.
And a lariat takes them down.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series. A chance to win it here.
Well, how that's beautiful.
Might sneak one. Reverses the pin. Shoulders down. Oh, wait a minute. Turns the leverage for a pin of their own. Powering out in one.
An absolutely incredible kick out from him at this point.
Seth retaliates.
Rollins now twisting his opponent, forearm to the neck. He has his target weighed and measured.
Oh, that hurt.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out.
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
Counters! Cover! Barely kicks out.
This match has clearly taken its toll on him, but he is merely down, not out.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move! Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble. Perched up top.
Crash and burn.
That is a long trip down for nothing but bruises and possibly broken bones.
This is what... can happen when you take such risks like that. Gets the reversal. What a counter. Into the barricade.
Using that barricade with great effect. Quick exchange of counters there. Gonna have to get back in the ring here. The ref's count is getting higher.
He's heading back to the ring.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Ouch.
Taken down by the neck. Vicious. You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Look at this, going counter for counter.
Oh, my goodness. What a double-handed chop.
Propping him up in the corner. And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact. And now he's headed out of the ring.
Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a countout. Float over neckbreaker. Picture perfect. The WWE Universe is going absolutely wild as these two battle it out in the arena seats. And CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
And he heads back into the ring.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Tossed into the crowd.
Now entering the raucous crowd. Just don't forget about the referee's count.
And now war is being waged out in the sea of fans.
These people didn't know that had front row seats. And his body has taken a lot of the punishment.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago and was out of action for over 6 months. Punk says that tonight he's completely healed. But Wade, you're an athlete. Never divulge the extent of your injuries, right?
Oh, I absolutely would. For sympathy.
Real classy, Wade. Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
Oof. Running knee in the corner. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. CM Punk headed to the top rope. From the top, boom, what impact.
And Seth has to love this. Has to love seeing the pain starting to set in on the face of CM Punk.
Big elbow.
These two trading one blow after another.
Boom. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here. Oof.
Neither competitor is backing down. Spinning kick to the gut. Clothesline. Bam. He's going up.
From above.
Lift off.
What's this? He's going back up again. Wants to finish this.
Sky high. Crash landing. Oh, perfect kick. Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Shoulder up before the count started.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
With a ripcord revolution knee. Opponent doubled over. This doesn't look good.
Oh, Seth Rollins with a massive stop.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Cover. Oh, my God. Did you see that? Kick out at one.
We have just witnessed next-level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
Rollins is starting to lose his temper. He needs to put that aside and refocus.
Oh, fired back with a stiff shot to the face. That patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's
Rollins has the target acquired. Here it comes.
Stop. Seth could end it there.
And right into the cover.
missing.
And Rollins not handling this well. That was it, for all he knew, but it wasn't.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect. Well-placed elbow fights that off.
Wrestling him down.
It's cinched in. This could be over. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Down with the suplex.
Headed to the top rope.
From above.
Taking flight.
Wow, cross body.
Seth dodges that attack.
Back and forth, trading reversals.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and picture perfect Falcon Arrow.
And I'm concerned about all the damage that has been done here.
Yeah, there's only so much your body can take before it gives out completely.
Oh!
Regal Plex. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Stalking from above.
Watch out. He fails to connect. Put into place. Using the rope to their advantage. Very effective. And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Rollins has no answer for Punk's well-aimed attacks.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Wants to finish this.
And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up and a kick out?
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp and coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out.
Rollins perhaps... going in for the kill.
Rollins with the stomp.
That could be Punk's demise.
And into the cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one left.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
Boom! GTS.
TS.
Is it enough for Punk?
There's two. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. GTS connects. That could end Rollins right now.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, Save Him Punk!
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins. The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Benson, California, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania. But this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continues. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Face plant.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight. Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the Wise Man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
What a reversal! It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents in CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Sent into the corner. Turns that back on CM Punk. Setting up for something here.
Oh, snake eyes. Using the sharp point of the elbow.
And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that. Deal Michael Cole, 10 years of animosity will eliminate. Roman, spear! Is it enough to overcome Punk? Wow! How do you even do that? Kicking out at one after a move like that?
It's not often we see the tribal chief held up at the 1 yard line. You have to think Roman will want to dial up that maneuver one more time. And well-timed maneuver there.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Seth Rollins has found his favorite equalizer, a steel chair.
He is looking to do some serious hitting the chair with full force.
Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
Counter by CM Punk. Shining laser to rearrange your face. Counter. He knew just what to do. Picture-perfect drop kick. And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. And coming to Punk from all angles tonight. Up to welts already forming from that kendo shot. Oh, taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Crashing down hard.
Bang! Looking to put this one away here. Still only got one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems. Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
Ooh, a shot like that would counter any attack.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act. Roman, spear! Will Reigns finish things now?
That might have done it. This could be it.
Simply unreal, potentially inhuman, kicking out at one. How on earth?
Roman has been denied. This is not something we're used to seeing, and by the looks of things, neither is Reigns.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Connects. Saw it coming. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years.
From the top, through the air, and connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off.
And a well-placed calf kick there. Sliced bread, but powered through.
What a counter! Power slam.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in. blow to the abdomen gets them out of that. Oh, what a clothesline. Hooked up, and boom! Bang!
This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image, and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation. Roman now looking so good, so strong. Is he cooking up here? And this has to be it.
That breaks the count. This match continues on.
Oh, my God.
Did you hear that chair shot?
Looking for the double underhook. Here it comes. Pedigree.
Seth Rollins with a...
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
With some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
Oh, man! Escape just in time.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
From above! Up high!
Wow! Cross body!
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
And he stops the hold just in time. Oh, the elbow connects.
Looking to end this thing for good. And there's the... Stop! Will that close Punk out? 2! Seth Rollins is your winner. The architect drew up Reigns and Punk's defeat perfectly.